What's up, Skyhawks? Welcome back to the Skyhawk Talk. I'm your host, Catherine Sweeney, and today I am here with a junior forward on the women's ice hockey team here at Stonehill, Peyton Wise.
Hi. Do I look in the camera? No. It's so awkward.
You could do whatever you want.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Thank you for coming on. So one thing I wanted to point out, first and foremost, is you pronounce your first name not as Peyton, like just like a straight across like Peyton. It's Peyton.
Yeah, I'm very particular how I say it because just like how my parents say it.
Right.
But it's Peyton.
Peyton.
So it's like kind of like two syllables kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I don't know why. It's just how I like it. Like if anybody like calls me Peyton, like, well, that is my name, but like I just get, no, I'm not into it.
Very particular.
Yeah, very particular. So yeah.
So you were named after One Tree Hill.
Yeah, I was.
One of the characters, right?
Yeah. So random. My mom like told me in like high school because like I never really asked, but like this question like comes up more than like you think. So I was asked like what I was named after, and I was like, I have no idea. Like everybody in my class was like, oh, my great grandma, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't even know. So I went home. I was like, what am I named after? And my mom was like, oh my God, like I've been waiting to like tell you this. When my mom was pregnant with me, she watched One Tree Hill like the whole thing, just like her whole 9 months of pregnancy. Mm-hmm. And she thought Peyton Sawyer, who's like one of the main characters, was like a badass. And she thought she was like so cool. And she was like, I love the name. So she like brought it to my dad. She was like, okay, I'm picking the name because like my dad got to pick my sister's name. Mm-hmm. So my mom was like, it's either Peyton or it's going to be Sawyer, or like Peyton Sawyer and then my last name. And my dad was like, okay, that's like super, like, no, we're not going to do the whole name thing. But he liked Peyton, like they kind of like, he agreed with it. Mm-hmm. So that's what it was. And yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
When did you find out that story?
Like maybe freshman year of high school.
Wow.
Yeah. So
have you watched the show since then?
So when I came to Stonehill, actually, I like told them like what I was named after, and Hannah Squires and Bailey Feeney on my team were like huge fans, and they like thought it was so cool. So then this year we tried to like watch, but so busy, like you don't really, there's so many seasons that it's like you don't really get to finish it. But I liked it. Like we got through the first season. We were like kind of in the second. Okay. So hopefully I'll be able to like finish it eventually, but I haven't watched it. But I thought she was cool. I thought Peyton was cool. So.
I was going to say, do you like the character so far?
Yeah, I do. It was so funny because Hannah was like, I don't like her. And I was like, okay.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I'm literally named after her.
Yeah, I was like, all right. No, but I hope to finish it, but I don't know.
That is too funty.
Yeah. Have you ever watched it?
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't? Well, apparently it's like really, really good. Like it's super drama. So if you like a 2000s like drama, like teenage life thing, it's like could be for you. All
right, it's going on my list.
No, yeah.
Of binge shows.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get right into things.
Okay.
What is something about you other than your name that doesn't show up on a roster or a stat sheet?
Oh, I went through these questions with like some of my teammates, so they were like trying to like help me out. I would definitely say like the way I value friendships. Like I love my friends. Like I've had like so many friends with like so many situations, like teams, schools, like outside of schools. Like I just like love my friends. So I think like that's a big thing. Like I value relationships like super deeply.
Yeah.
Another thing, I love to just sit around and just joke around. Like I love to laugh with my friends. Like I just love that. I don't know if that's like something that like you put on a stat sheet, but it's just about me that like I love a good giggle. I love a good joke. So yeah.
Love your friends.
Love my friends.
Moral of the story.
Love them. They're ride or dies. So yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
What is something that feels really important to you right now in this season of your life?
Wow. I would say like this is going to get deep here. Definitely right now in the season I'm in my life, I would definitely say try to like separate myself as an athlete and as a human being. Like I think throughout my whole like athletic career with like in juniors and like high school, now in college, I've always kind of valued myself as a human with the way I play on the ice, like my athletic validation. Like I just like if I'm not playing well one game, like I see like it kind of it messes up my like mindset of who I am. So I think just like realizing that I'm more than an athlete and I'm more than my sport, and especially because I'm going into my last year next year. So when hockey's over, I need to know who I am. I need to like myself when I don't have hockey to like lean back on. So I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That's actually a common theme that I've noticed over the past couple of interviews that I've done with athletes from all different sports. That's one thing I feel like almost everyone has mentioned is their ability or inability that they're trying to work on, being able to separate themselves from the sport and not fully identifying themselves with their sport.
Yeah, and I think that like the end, like my career's ending like very soon. I need to realize that I have to like me when I'm not a hockey player. So I think it's huge. And I think like any athlete you talk to, it just like, it's a huge part. So
it's so huge.
Yeah.
You seem like someone who really values meaning and connection. Yeah. Where do you think that comes from?
I honestly just think like my family and like my friendships. Like I just like, I ride for my family. I ride for my friendships. And I think that especially as in a team dynamic, like you don't really get far if you don't have deep connections with the people around you. And I think your team won't succeed, like especially if you're playing like if you're a team athlete, like if there's no strong connections, then it's just like how like you're doing it for each other kind of thing. Like if things get hard, like you got to lean back on each other. So I think that's where it comes from. And I think also like my family, very close again, like they really just like push me. And like I think that's where it comes from. Like my parents like really push me and they like show me that connection matters. And I think that's super important as well. And that's like where I get it.
So speak of your family, you told me that your mom put you in literally every sport imaginable growing up.
Yeah.
What do you remember about that?
So my dad's not much of an athlete at all. And my mom's like a huge athlete. She played like her whole childhood. She played in high school, all the 9 yards. And so when she had the opportunity to put us in sports, like both me and my sister, she literally put us in everything. I played rugby, field hockey, soccer, hockey. I did cross country, track, literally everything in hockey. And it was a lot.
Sounds like it.
But like she just like wanted us to like be an athlete, I think. And I like my sister, she stuck with cheerleading. And then for me, it was like I did everything until like high school. But I just like, I don't know. I loved it.
Other than hockey, what did you love the most?
I loved soccer and I loved rugby. I hated running. My mom made me do track and field every year. It was horrible. I literally like, oh my gosh, I have so many stories. Like I could hear her yelling at me from like the bleachers, and I was like the 1500 like runner.
Oh my God.
So it was like the long distance, and it was the worst. Like I actually like traumatizing. Like I remember waking up like every morning before track meet being like, this is the last thing I want to do. And like I remember when I like my mom was like, we can't, like we're done with track, like we have to focus more on like this stuff. I was like, thank God, like this is horrible. But yeah, it was the worst. But yeah.
Well, of the top 3 sports that were your favorite, what about hockey made you absolutely fall in love with it and really focus on it?
I just think the high speed, like intensity of it, like I just like, I don't know, like I loved the fact that it was like there was multiple aspects of the game that like were interesting. Like you had to learn how to skate, you had to learn how to stick handle, you had to learn how to shoot. Whereas like in soccer, like you kind of just like pick it, like not saying that it's like easy because soccer is like really hard as well, but like you already know how to run, you already like, you know, so I think that was like a big thing. Plus like just the like traveling for it. Like I traveled everywhere for hockey and I thought that was super cool. So yeah.
Hockey does require a lot of traveling.
Yeah, I don't
all over the place.
Yeah.
Were you going to the U.S. when you were younger too to travel or no?
Yeah, I actually came to like the Boston area, like the Beanpot like tournament. I went there a bunch. Detroit, because I was like close to me, and like Buffalo. Those were like the only places. Like I can't remember if I went anywhere like super, super far, but like that's basically it.
So you are from Canada, Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
How much did hockey feel like part of the culture around you?
It was a huge part. Like everyone, like, you know, was playing it, talking about it, watching it. Like everyone in my grade in like elementary school and like if you're a boy, girl, anything, like they're all playing hockey. So I think it's a huge thing. And I also think it's super important. It was like super important because as a woman, like there's not a lot of girls like hockey clubs like other places, but in Toronto there's literally a hockey club in every city, like in the GTA, and I think that's like super huge, and it like grew it for like all the young girls that like wanted to play, and it like grew that for me at least, and like that's why I got to go play Division 1, so that was like really good.
Did coming from Canada shape the way that you view the sport compared to playing in the US now?
Not really. Everything's kind of the same. Like I think the only thing that's different is like the language. Like they say locker room, but I would say like dressing room.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's like probably it. Or like some like girls on my team say like breezers, but that's like it's hockey pants. I don't know. Like that's the only thing that like I think was different. But other than that, everything was the same. Like they all knew everything. Like there was nothing different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you always want to play in America in college?
So it's a funny story, and this is like kind of what made me choose hockey. I was playing in a spring hockey tournament with one of my coaches, and I was like maybe 12, 13 at the time. I like really didn't know much about like going to get a scholarship to go play in the States. Like I just was kind of playing the game, and he like came up to me and my dad and was like I'm not old enough to like get scouted, but he was like, scouts are looking at her, like you need to like focus in on this, like she could go really like far places. And I think that's like when I was like, okay, I want to go like play Division 1 hockey. Like I remember going home on like my big MacBook and like searching it up, and I was like, I want to do this, like this is what I'm gonna do. And like since then, like that's what I wanted.
You followed your dream.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
So Stonehill women's ice hockey is still a relatively, I'm saying it, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
New program.
Yeah.
Its inaugural season was the year before your freshman year.
Yeah.
What excited you most about being part of something new and helping build it from literally the ground up?
Like, I think just like being a part of something that's just bigger than myself. Like you could go to a million old programs that have everything like laid out for you already, where I think like Stonehill, like what made me, because I had offers from other schools that were more on the map than Stonehill. Like I literally committed before the team even like had their first game. So I think the biggest thing for me was just to start something new. Like every big program starts somewhere, and I wanted to be a part of that. Like I wanted to be a part of the newness and like all the bumps in the road that you had to like go through. So that's what I wanted. And I thought like I could go to these other schools, but like this is like I'm making something. And I really, really thought, and I know like every other girl that like from the first season team and all the girls now, like I know that's what they're thinking and what they thought when they were committing to Stonehill. So yeah.
You guys are literally going to be in the history books.
No, literally. And I'm like, I just, it's so awesome. And the fact that like they're getting a rink, like it's so cool. So
what does it mean to you knowing that your class is helping shape the future of Stonehill women's hockey?
Like, again, I just think it's just like, it's just so cool. Like just knowing that like in years time when they're like as big as Penn State and Ohio State's like teams that we've played before, just like not like, just like having all the facilities and like having the name, like, and being like known like that and just being like a huge program, like I think will be so cool knowing that we just like, we were a stepping block and like we just kept going up. And I think that'd be just, it's just so cool. And just knowing that my class and the other classes, like until we're that big name school, then I think it's just like, I don't know the words to put it, but I think everyone, it's just so meaningful to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What has being part of a brand new program taught you about yourself?
You just kind of have to roll with the punches, and it's taught me to have perseverance. Kind of like there are so many times where there's been bumps in the road for our team, like because things just don't work out for us because we don't have everything just laid out for us like other teams. And I think that it's showed me like patience too. Like I think that you have to have patience and you have to be okay with it because we are growing something, and then down the line again, like it will be so rewarding as like humans. So I think that's like what I've learned. I've just learned to have patience and perseverance, and like things will work out and nothing's perfect.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So you guys won the New Ha your freshman year.
Yeah.
What do you remember most about that moment?
Oh my gosh, like chills, like thinking about it, like, it was like so exciting and it was so awesome, like, especially because like it was at home. So like a lot of the Stonehill, like other teams and like the community like came to our game even though we're off campus, and like that just showed that Stonehill is like so like such a welcoming, warm place, and like we're willing to cheer everybody on. It was just so rewarding, like I think especially because it was our second year ever being a program, and like even not even just being D1, like being a actual like thing, like a program at all. And I think it was just so like, it was just the most exciting thing. It was beautiful, like honestly, like it was so beautiful. Like we joke around and we watched the like winning video of like Bailey scoring. It literally gives us chills. Like it's amazing. Like it was the most amazing thing ever. And I think also because the girls on the like the year before there was like lost all their coaches, and there was like a lot of uncertainty there, and I think it was very rewarding for them. Like I can't speak for them, but just like knowing that like they have so much like to work for and like accomplish, and like the fact that they literally did it like the next season. And I think like it was just like so awesome, and I was so proud of them and like excited for them, and like I just loved it for them. And like I loved it for me, but like loved it for them too. Yeah.
What did the championship say about the kind of culture that this team has built so quickly?
Just that we're a gritty group, and that we like took on something that was like not sketchy, but like could have been. And like we took on something that was new, and like we just are gritty. Like we work for what we want, and it just showed. And I think that was like the biggest thing, is that we're just a gritty group, and we're willing to like push ourselves and push each other to win.
Are you someone who is more motivated by personal growth, team success, or a mix of both?
I'm definitely a mix of both. I think personal growth definitely shows, because if you're not working on yourself and like you're down on yourself and you're just bringing the team down, because if you're negative on the bench or in the locker room, like I think that's a really big, like puts a wrench in it. And I also think team connection, you said? Yeah. I think that's huge as well, because if you aren't together as a team, you don't really work together. And I think if you don't work together, you don't accomplish much. So I think both really tie into two.
So you are a communications major with a psychology minor, right?
Yeah.
What drew you to those areas of study?
So when I was like looking at what I wanted to like study, I definitely am not a math girl, not a science girl. And I was just like, I don't really know what I kind of wanted to do. And I sat down and I looked, and I was like, you know what? Communications looks like a fit for me. Like not a lot of Canadian schools like have just like a communications like major. Like it kind of just like there's like little things. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, like I think this like is a fit for me, because I talk a lot. I'm not really a shy person. Like I'm not afraid to have a conversation kind of thing. So I thought that was like really fitting for me. And for psychology, I honestly, like if you want me to be blatantly honest, like I just had a lot of psychology electives, and I was like, I might as well make a major out of it, because I think it's interesting as well, because I love to like learn why people act the way they do and maybe say the things they say. So I like that about it. But yeah.
What are you thinking about doing post-grad?
I'm not too sure. I'm hoping that I can play another year at like in Canada for hockey, because I'm pretty sure there's a rule that you have 5 years of eligibility, not like to play NCAA, but like I get an extra year in Canada. So I'm hoping to do that and maybe get my master's. But yeah, I don't really know.
Hey, figuring it out. You still got another year.
Yeah, you're right.
You got time.
Yeah, I don't really know. I love like PR stuff though. Like
PR is very interesting.
So yeah, I love all those classes that I was taking. So, yeah.
Okay, so do those interests of communications and psychology contribute to the way that you show up as a teammate?
Yeah, like I think again, like I talk a lot, and like I'm very like talkative with my team, and that's like not what communications like really is. When you think communications, I'll let you talk, but like I legit like I can have like interpersonal communication interpersonal conversations with people, and I think that's like super important, especially if like you have a conflict with a teammate. Like I think it's very important to like actually like sit down and have a conversation rather than kind of pushing it like off to the side and just letting it like linger kind of thing. So I think it's like it ties 2 and 2, and the psychology thing, like maybe if someone's having a bad day and like really taking it out on others, you can just like sit down and maybe like use what you learned in like class, like to like understand why they're acting that way. Maybe like they're going through something that's like deeper. But yeah,
it gives you a better understanding of how to help and handle situations.
Yeah, for sure.
When you need to reset, what is your go-to? Baking, running, or something else?
Definitely like running or walking. Like when I'm like really like ticked off about something or like frustrated, a walk or a run like will just totally calm me down, especially around campus. Like it's so beautiful, like on a nice day like today. Like I think like if I was pissed off, I definitely would go for a run. And especially at home too, like I live down by the lake, so I have like a really nice trail, but that is probably my favorite thing to do.
Do you bake a lot?
I do bake a lot. Am I good at it? No. But I do it, and I try my best, and it's like fun when I do it, but I'm really bad at it. Like one time I was trying to make pizza dough, and my mom's like a super like almond mom, and she has like the containers with like labels on it, but it's like expo marker label because she can like take it off. So it wasn't like, I didn't know if it was flour or pancake mix. So I used pancake mix, and it just like really wasn't the best. But you know what? Like that's like cooking, but like still, I'm not the best at it, but I do it.
At least you're trying. You're practicing.
Right. You're right.
You're going to get better.
You're right.
What do you love to bake the most?
Cookies.
Yeah.
They're just the easiest. And like
Very
I love
easy.
a cookie. Like I love cookies. Like have you ever had the ones in the hill? They're really good.
The like big sugar cookie
They're
ones?
so good.
They are really good.
They are the best. So if anybody is at the hill and they have the chocolate chip or the sugar cookies, try them. They're really good.
There's a plug for the hill.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do some rapid fire questions right now.
Okay.
First thing that comes to your head, boom, say it. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Favorite hockey team?
That's like really hard. The Toronto Maple Leafs the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Favorite team trip?
Nashville. We went to Nashville this year. It was so fun. And my dad
sick.
came. So like we were just looking around. It was like the best.
I've always wanted to go to Nashville.
So good. I'm not 21, so it wasn't like the best, but it was like fun.
You'll go back when you're
Yeah,
21.
you're right.
Okay. Best roommate on the road?
Gracie Saka. She's my roommate at school. So we just like, we were roommates because we were both sick last away trip. And so we were just like, we should be roommates because we usually every week we get like assigned roommates every like away trip. But we like said to Lee J or like Kendall, we were like, we're really sick. We're both really sick. Like instead of getting someone else sick, like let's just be it. And it's the best. It was so good. I love it.
Who is the best chirper on the team?
Definitely Bailey Feeney. And I think you know that too.
I do know that. Best pregame song?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Ooh, Pitch Perfect. The price tag. Don't like you know the one that in the first movie they we all listen to it. It's the best.
Favorite post game meal?
A cheese pizza.
Any hockey superstitions?
No, I'm super basic with like my equipment, but like I definitely need an energy drink. It's like a placebo effect almost. Like I think it's like doing something, but it's like not. And if I don't have one, then I'm like in shambles.
Favorite energy drink?
Ooh, that's like a monster, the orange one.
The orange monster?
It's so good. It tastes like Orange Crush.
What the hell?
It's so good. No, because why does Red Bull have 110 calories? Like I was like, what? This is the worst. So I like went and I looked at the Red Bull and the orange one. It was 0 calories. And I was like, I'm going to use this one. And I've used it like every single time.
Okay, skinny.
No, every orange flavor energy drink I'll just drink, except the Celsius, because I think Celsius are gross.
You think Celsius
Yeah,
are
they're
gross?
so gross.
They're my favorite.
Really? No, I'm
Yes.
not into them.
Do you like Alani's?
Yeah, but like only the orange one. I had the cotton candy one. It was horrible.
So I was just, the interview that I did with Emma Kawhi, she also loves Alani's.
Yeah.
But like loves them, but I was talking to her about it, and I think they're so sugary.
Yeah, well, you're not going to like my Monster. You're not going to like my Monster. It literally tastes like an Orange Crush.
Jeez.
It's really good, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll just try it just to see, and I'll let you know my thoughts and opinions. All right. You seem like someone who thinks a lot about impact and the impact you'll make. What kind of impact do you hope that you have here after you leave?
I think I want to have an impact mostly on my teammates. I think each teammate, I want to be someone that they can go to and someone that they can have a conversation with if they need someone, or feel like I'm an outlet to them or a shoulder to cry on. Like, that's the biggest thing I want. And I want also my teammates to feel like I'm just like a ball of energy and like positivity. So that's like the biggest thing that I want, is I want to have a good impact on my teammates, and I want them to be like, look back. And because, for example, like Bree Walcom, she's like the epitome of a ray of sunshine and a breath of fresh air. Like, that is like what she is. And like, she is someone that you can go to if you need. And I want that same, like, I want to have that same impact that she had, because like, she's just like so awesome, and everyone loves her, and she's so kind and caring and just thinking about everyone before herself. And like, that's the type of impact I want to have.
She seems like an awesome role model.
She is. Like, if you need anything, like, she is willing to like be right there for you, and like, she just like gives you the best advice. Like, just love her so much.
So sweet.
I love you, Brie.
What are you most excited for in the rest of your Stonehill journey?
I'm just excited to just be with, again, my teammates, be with the team, like the people make the place kind of thing. Like,
100%.
We have 11 girls graduating this year, so it's definitely going to be different. But I think, like, I don't know, like, I'm just going to like go through the motions and like play the best hockey I can in my last year and just have the best time ever.
Years from now, when Stonehill women's hockey is even bigger and more established, what do you hope people remember about the group that helped build it?
I just want them to all just remember to not take anything for granted, and that we all like went through a lot of like hard things to get that team, whatever that team is, and whenever that team is, get what they have now kind of thing. And we just like built a great thing for them, and I just want them to be appreciative of us, because we went through so much to get there.
Put your blood, sweat, and tears into this team.
No, literally. A lot of tears and sweat. A lot of tears and sweat for sure.
But it was worth it.
It's so worth it, yeah. Builds character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My last question for you is, what is one piece of advice you would want to give your freshman year self?
Wow. To just to stick up for yourself, to say what you need to say, and don't be afraid of disappointing people, because you're, at the end of the day, you're disappointing yourself if you're not sticking up for yourself. And I think that's like my biggest thing, is just to kind of have a voice. Like, I feel like I'm always so afraid of like disappointing people, or stepping on people's toes when I have like something to say or have an opinion or voice my feelings. So I think just if I could say one thing, and because I'm going into my last year and I wish I did it more, is to kind of just advocate for myself way more than advocating for anything else, because I kind of have put myself in like a box in certain situations. So I think just to like speak up for yourself, like you're worthy of like good things, and like you have to let people know that. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a really strong message just in general for anyone.
Yeah, like if you just like don't voice your opinion, nothing is going to work out for you, and then you're just going to be put in a box. That's
and
really
that's
how
not fun.
It sucks. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, Peyton, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Of course. Thank you for having me. This is so fun.
Thank you. Yeah. And thank you guys for watching. We will see you in the next one.